best belters in the world, they have a little bit of this, oh, it's high, I have to make it impressive, which means I have to make it bold. Don't make me close one more door. This is so dangerous applying these two very simple secrets. We began to experience a 100% success rate because every singer is unique. Stick with me, I'm gonna show you. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Sophie Joels. I'm excited to dive in with you today. I have my notes so I don't forget anything because this is a really important topic. If your throat feels like it's gonna pop every time that you belt or you try to go for a big high note, then you're probably just missing two very simple, important, but simple secrets that the vocal industry has been hiding from you. Most singers are told that in order to belt or bring power to your voice, then you just have to push a little bit harder, squeeze your voice, squeeze your throat, and force more air out of your lungs and give yourself good support. But what if I told you that that is the exact reason that you are straining, feeling very tired after maybe even one performance, and your belt feels anything but intuitive and flowy? These are the exact reasons why you can't do that. The real way to do what we're talking about, which is float and belt into high notes effortlessly, is the exact opposite of what many singers are told. And by the end of this video, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm also gonna show you instructions on how to tag me in a singing video if you want feedback or if you want coaching into your own mix belt or if you want me to react to your singing video. So stay tuned with me all the way to the end, okay? So we started applying these two simple tricks with thousands of singers, me and my coaching team here at 1108 Vocal Studio in Nashville. We have been experimenting with this for the last 20 years. And when we started applying these two very simple secrets, we began to experience a 100% success rate in getting singers to find and master their mix belt effortlessly. So it's been so mind-blowing now that at this point that even hundreds of other teachers across the world are now getting certified in the mix belt method so they can get these same results for their students. So it's kind of becoming a phenomenon that we never really dreamed of. But here's the two things that we've noticed, these two dangerous lies about belting that we have seen, we see every single day here at the studio. And by the way, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and like this video and then hit the little notification bell so that the algorithm knows to let you know next time we put out a new video. And we have all of our links in the description box as well. All right, number one, this lie. Number one is that your vocal cords must squeeze harder to hit the high notes. This is so dangerous and it's leading a lot of singers to damage their vocal cords and have lifelong vocal issues. You know, we hear people like Whitney Houston or Sarah Bareilles and they're singing and belting these, beautiful, really, really powerful high notes. And so we think, okay, they must be trying super hard to get that emotional belting sound. And so what we do, we brace for impact, we squeeze a little bit tighter. I had one teacher tell me, squeeze my butt cheeks for the high notes, and it didn't work. So, we see these beautiful singers doing this and we go, okay, they must be, don't make me close one more door. And it's like, why does it sound like that when I do it? But when they do it, it sounds beautiful, right? Or, the one thing that I still know, it's like, oh, when I do it, one thing that I still know, you're keeping me down. And it's like, that is not comfortable for me. And I bet you were told when you approach these higher money notes, to push more, give it more support, right? So this is actually what is keeping your voice stuck and not able to float into the higher pitches, okay? The truth is your vocal cords vibrate inside of your Adam's apple right here. Everyone has an Adam's apple, even women. Mine's just smaller than the average man. So the vocal cords flap inside of this Adam's apple, and in order to get the higher notes, they actually have to thin out instead of thicken up. Puts a cap, a ceiling on your range. I can't go any higher. But if I thin my voice out, watch what happens. Beautiful. And that's not even warmed up. I literally just plopped in this chair and decided to talk to you guys. I didn't even warm up my voice. So this is actually what allows your voice to physically, muscularly maneuver for a higher note. Okay, more muscle equals a lower pitch. Thinner muscle, less muscle equals a higher pitch. All right, that's the first lie. The second lie is that you have only two vocal registers, chest voice and head voice. And you must blend these two together in order to achieve a mix. Okay, everyone says mix or blend these two registers together, but the reality is this is basically like the downstairs and the upstairs of your house. They are separated. They are designed to be separated. And they're very opposite from each other, okay? They're separated by a bone, just like my upstairs and my downstairs in my actual house is separated by a floor and a ceiling, right? It's not supposed to blend together. So trying to blend these two together has actually created this flip-floppy kind of result that all these singers are so frustrated by, and you might be frustrated with this in your own voice. It's a very obvious vocal break that would be like, don't make me close one. I'm like, dang it. I can't get it smooth, right? Or the one thing that I still know is that you're keeping me down. Not the goal that I'm after, right? So here is the truth. You actually have a third resonating cavity that acts kind of like a staircase in between the chest voice and the head voice. This staircase has an opening, as you can see, into the chest and into the head. And this is the register that you'll actually be blending with chest voice for like a chest mix, or you'll be blending with head voice for a head mix, depending on what kind of tone you want and what kind of range you're hoping to achieve. And if you do this, if you blend these placements at the same time as you thin out your vocal cords, then something super magical happens. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Not even warmed up. That feels so much more comfortable. Same thing here. The one thing that I still know is that you're keeping me down. So at the same time as my vocal cords are thinning out, I'm blending or mixing the appropriate part of my voice, either chest and the staircase. That would be more like the Whitney Houston example, or head voice and the staircase, which would be more like the Sarah Bareilles example. So it's just like climbing stairs, right? You don't just jump up to the top floor all at once, right? You take one little step at a time. And this illusion that I'm singing very powerfully, it's really an illusion. Yes, the tone is present. Yes, it's comfortable, but it's so light and effortless in my body. If you could feel it, it would feel like nothing. So try this yourself. I'm gonna show you how to do this. So this is one exercise that you can accomplish both of these goals with one step. Crucial goals with one step, okay? Thinning out the vocal cords and transitioning or blending the staircase into your other two registers. All right, this exercise is called the vacuum cleaner. Try this just like on a little scale, okay? I love to do this, and I don't know why I do it with a hand. It's this sound that I have in my head when I was a kid. I was downstairs and my mom was vacuuming upstairs in the room above me, and so I heard it through the ceiling. So it should be pretty narrow. You notice how it's pretty whiny, okay? This is activating that staircase, and I know you're going, this sounds so disgusting. How is this gonna work in a song? Stick with me, I'm gonna show you, okay? I'm gonna show you. By the end of this video, you will do it in a song, okay? So first, take your vacuum handle, and you're gonna say, and it's pretty soft. It's got a lot of kind of exhale to it, okay? And then you can do it on a scale if you want. Now you might have to find a different note for you. If you're a very low singer, start lower. If you're a very high singer, start a little higher. You can also just kind of slide too between an octave. Notice how soft this is. It's deceivingly soft, okay? Okay? Now, here's the trick, because this is so whiny. This right here, this whininess, that's where it's coming from, this staircase placement. That's what we're using here. And if you really, really listen to your favorite singers, the best belters in the world, they have a little bit of this bright, kind of nasty tone. This is exactly what Whitney Houston, Sarah Bareilles, Michael Jackson, anyone you know, anyone, Teddy Swims, you name it. So now try this kind of slightly whiny sound. We're going to slowly inch our way to making it usable and normalized in a song. Let's try it on the melody of a song first, okay? So, ha, I'm not going to say, don't make me close, okay? Because then I would go right back to my pulling, my squeezing, my forcing, my very tight, strained sort of feeling voice. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go and do the vacuum cleaner in the melody of that song with no words. It's pretty loud. It's got a sharpness to it. It's kind of shing. It's ringing, but I'm not forcing. I'm not pushing. In my throat, it actually feels like I'm just kind of breathing. So try this in your own key. You can pause the video if you want, then we'll go to the next step. Once that is feeling comfortable, you can do the vacuum cleaner on the melody of the song, and you can slowly shift as you kind of blend and ascend and descend again. Your voice can kind of maneuver and find these little pockets of space to exist where it wasn't before. And your vocal cords are thinning out at the exact same time, actually losing weight as you sing higher. Instead of, oh, it's high, I have to make it impressive, which means I have to make it bulky. Once you have this and it's feeling pretty comfortable, then slowly shift that same sound to the lyrics. Don't jump straight to performance ready, now I'm gonna make it normal, okay? I'm still gonna have this, that kind of sound, but now I'm gonna put it into the words. Don't make me close one more door. Still pretty soft. Even my consonants are kind of softer because I want them to mimic that H that we did in the vacuum cleaner. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I imagine you there? Try this. Don't give in to the temptation to just go all the way. You have to build it up one little step at a time, right? One little stair step at a time, okay? Then once that feels more comfortable, now begin to slightly normalize it. Make the tone a little bit warmer. Don't go all the way. Do it in increments. Don't make me close one more door. Maybe pronounce the words more. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. And slowly but surely make this more and more normalized, like my voice sounds, okay? Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare, or must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. And then, boom, you have an amazing, effortless mix belt. Just be sure that when you go back to the real version with the lyrics, with the tone that you're looking for, you don't bring all that squeeze and weight up with you, because that's what got you in trouble the first time. Okay, so let me know in the comments how this goes for you. Let me know what song you tried it on as well, because I'm using Whitney Houston as an example, but you can use any song, whatever it is that feels right to you, the kind of music that you sing, okay? Even an original song if you write. Let me know in the comments, and then I have a very special invitation for you. This is for our next video, okay? This trick really helps you hit those big high notes, you know, without your throat feeling so tight and heavy and weighted down, right? The Mix Belt coaches and I, here at the studio, we are planning more videos to really dig into this whole system and show you how it works so you can use it for anything and use it for any song. So we're gonna break this down into easy lessons that, you know, singers can use again and again and again. So I'm looking for a few singers to help me make these next few videos. Basically, together, we can clear up all the confusion about Mix Belt and about what's so popular to be taught to singers these days, which is just try harder, squeeze your butt cheeks harder, is not working. So if you're a singer or a coach and your belting doesn't feel quite right, and maybe it's feeling strained and heavy, or it's feeling flippy and weak, then link a singing video below, and we're gonna choose a few singers to feature on our channel to do some reactions, and we're gonna coach you through your mixed belt to show you exactly what you need to do, because every singer is unique, to master this mixed belt for yourself. So, and if you don't wanna share your video publicly yet, but you still wanna tag us so that we can react, then you can feel free to submit it through email. Just email us socials@1108vocal.com. Give us a link to your video or send it directly to us and we'll check it out. Okay? So we'll see you next time.